Ever wondered why some people, despite being surrounded by a crowd, still feel utterly alone? It's a question that's been asked time and again. We live in a world filled to the brim with people, yet loneliness seems to be more prevalent than ever before. It's a chilling paradox, one that impacts mental health on a scale we're only just beginning to understand. Loneliness is not a mere fleeting feeling of sadness or a temporary state of mind. It's a profound, chronic sense of isolation that can gnaw at the soul, leaving a person feeling empty and disconnected. This, my friends, is an unseen epidemic, a silent predator lurking in the shadows of our society, impacting countless lives in ways we can hardly fathom. This epidemic doesn't discriminate. It cuts across all age groups, social statuses, and walks of life, making it a universal human experience. So what causes this deep-seated feeling of isolation? Let's delve deeper. Imagine being in a room full of people, yet feeling as if you're the only one there. This is a reality for many who endure the weight of loneliness. One significant cause is the lack of social connection. We as human beings are innately social creatures. We thrive on interaction, on shared experiences, on meaningful conversations. When these elements are missing from our lives, a sense of isolation can seep in, gradually transforming into loneliness. Consider the person who moves to a new city, leaving behind a network of friends and familiar faces, or the individual who works long hours, sacrificing personal connections for professional advancement. These people may find themselves adrift in a sea of faces, surrounded by others, yet feeling utterly alone. This absence of meaningful social interactions, this lack of connection, can lead to feelings of loneliness. It's like a puzzle missing a crucial piece. Without it, the picture just isn't complete. But social connection isn't the only cause of loneliness, there's more to it. Have you ever moved to a new city, started a new job, or even just graduated from school and found yourself feeling unexpectedly alone? Imagine you've just left the familiar comfort of your hometown, stepping into a city buzzing with strangers. Or you've traded in the camaraderie of college for corporate cubicles. Major life transitions like these can often disrupt the social networks we've carefully built, and the routines we've comfortably settled into. These changes, as exciting as they may be, can also bring about a sense of isolation. You're in a new environment, attempting to navigate unfamiliar territory, and it's only natural to feel a bit lost, a bit alone. It's like being a single thread pulled from a tightly woven fabric. The connections you once had are now stretched thin or severed completely, and you're left to weave yourself into a new pattern, a new social fabric. Changes in life can be tough, but they aren't the only triggers for loneliness. Some of us are more prone to loneliness than others. But why? Have you ever considered how our personal characteristics and health issues might impact our feelings of solitude? Let's consider personal traits first. Some of us are naturally introverted, preferring our own company to social gatherings. This in itself is not a problem, but if these individuals find themselves craving connection, their natural inclinations can make it difficult to reach out. Then there's the role of mental health. Conditions such as depression, anxiety, and social phobia can intensify feelings of isolation, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Physical health issues can also contribute. Chronic illnesses or disabilities may limit mobility and access to social activities, leading to increased loneliness. In essence, our own personalities, mental health, and physical condition can make us feel secluded, even in a crowd. Our health and personality can play a major role, but there's one more significant cause we need to explore. Could our smartphones be making us feel more alone? Now, there's a question that begs pondering upon. In this era of digital revolution, we are more connected than ever before. But does this connectivity truly bridge the gaps between us, or does it in fact deepen our sense of isolation? Imagine this. An individual, let's call her Jane, spends hours scrolling through social media feeds, engrossed in the lives of others, yet disconnected from her own. She sees snapshots of joy, success, and togetherness, creating an illusion of perfection that can make her own life feel inadequate in comparison. This is the paradox of our modern lifestyle. Despite being virtually connected to thousands, Jane feels a void, a sense of loneliness. On the flip side, technology can also foster genuine connections, provide support systems, and give voice to those who might otherwise feel unheard. However, it's crucial to remember that these connections should supplement, not substitute, real-world interactions. Technology can be a double-edged sword, bringing us closer while making us feel more alone. So, we've uncovered some of the causes of loneliness. But what can we do about it? In this journey, we have navigated through the unseen epidemic of loneliness. We've identified 5 potential causes: lack of social connection, life transitions, personal characteristics, health issues, and the impact of technology and modern lifestyle. So, how do we combat this silent monster? First, professional help should never be underestimated. Psychologists, counselors, therapists, they are trained to guide us through these murky waters. Second, engage with your community. Join social groups, clubs, or volunteer organizations. You'd be surprised how much a shared interest can bridge the gap between isolation and companionship. Third, maintain a healthy lifestyle. Exercise, good nutrition, and adequate sleep can do wonders for your mental health. Lastly, be kind to yourself. Acknowledge your feelings, but don't let them define you. Remember, it's okay to feel lonely, but you don't have to face it alone.